Hello everybody, I'm Rich the Man and welcome back to my channel. This is Marvel Contest of Champions News Weekend. If you're not familiar with the weekend edition, it's the one where what we do is we get a discussion point going. There's a debate throughout the week. I then return back to the video and then what we do is we find out what people's opinions are, and also I kind of put in my thought process as well. And at the end of this, we do meme review. Yes, and there'll be a time code in the description or in the pinned comment saying at what time the meme review is, if people only turn up for the meme review. But hopefully you're here for the discussion. Let's start this week's discussion. So this week, with all the turmoil, all the kind of issues that we've had with She-Hulk, and the fact that Kabam are now putting out compensation in the shape and form of rank down tickets, this is the point of asking you guys and the debate: should we receive more of them in game, or should we receive none to very little? I want to hear people from different sides talking about that kind of idea and the reasoning behind it. Whether or not you feel that yes, it'd be good to see them maybe in some sort of premium aspect. Maybe it's a case they go once a year, similarly they did to that Christmas time. Or do people are very much against this and kind of going, well, if you made that decision, then you made that decision. Whatever happens with the game, you should not feel entitled to get them. Either way, I'd love to hear the perspectives of both sides. So go to the comments section to have your say. We'll be picking up this next week in Marvel Contest of Champions News Weekend. And now on to the discussion from last week. The discussion which was about Marvel Insider. Whether or not people felt it was an unfair advantage or it was, completely fine. As based on Marvel Insider being only for US citizens. There are some people that are able to do it when they're not US citizens. But Kabam seem to be catching up with them, or Marvel Insider seem to be stopping you from actually gathering points. But we'll see what people think about this particular topic. So first of all, the Unlucky One says, sorry to hear about the video scuffing up, thank you very much. And basically it looks like nobody really feels that Marvel Insider actually gives any kind of worth. And yeah, I think that the things that aren't exactly too substantial, Ultimate Crystals give some chance. So if you're going to pick up a 4-star, that's great. And a 3-star isn't really needed. For certain players who's just starting out the game, it does give some of a leg up, but not completely. What constitutes as unfair these days? You have whales dropping thousands of dollars a month for this game. That's an advantage. Marvel Insider rewards an advantage by a small one. Where do we draw the line? When does something become so advantageous that it becomes unfair? Keep it up, mate. It'll pay off for you in the long run. Thank you, TX. Thank you, Rich the Man, for holding your channel to such a high standard. I'm sorry the video didn't turn out. Oh, thank you. Some kind words. I know the video was kind of to say let's start a Marvel Insider kind of debate, but people are really kind, so appreciate everybody. Veritas as well. Just being honest, every game gets boring when you play it so much. It's no offense to MCOC. And that's why I've been putting up these other videos. So if you've been enjoying some of my VR content, it is something new. I will be trying to get the Marvel one started, but I've got a lot of like personal stuff, like family stuff. I was out Thursday, Friday. I'm out Saturday. So I'm kind of like really making a lot of content because I want to spend time with family, because it's going to be difficult up in September and October and November because everyone's working. So yeah, it's just everyone's busy. Marvel Insider is complete trash. Doesn't give anything that's of value to my level for progression. So yeah, so maybe the higher you go up, that Marvel Insider doesn't really work out for you. Maybe it would do good for some newer players to the game. I'm fine with Marvel Insider rewards. After all of its free stuff, things I do in game anyway, I'm just sad there is no point for completing Master and Uncollected monthly. Yeah, that's a good point. Why isn't that in? I understand the extensive amount of points, but I guess because it's tailored towards beginner, normal, and heroic, there comes a point where Marvel Insider's worth is maybe for new players. So that's kind of a thing. You're amazing, Rich Man. I'm sorry things aren't going as well as you would like. I love your channel. Hey, thank you very much. Like I said, everyone's been really kind. My subscribers are very kind as well. I don't live in the US and I can get the rewards. You just have to put your location as US, I believe. Yeah, that's something that I've been kind of advocating in a few kind of videos, but yeah, I think some people, I mean, for myself, for some reason, Marvel Insider anytime I claim points, Marvel Insider ban me. So I've just gone to the point where I'll just report on it for news items. You talk about the weekend vid being unwatchable because it's 240p. As I watched the vid in 144p on a 1 bar of Wi-Fi. I mean, yeah, it's a case. It's a case of I guess it's worse in some ways, but the advantage is disadvantage is when you watch that vid, 240p is just, it is not watchable. But I understand people are in the middle of nowhere. I appreciate if you're in the middle of nowhere supporting my videos and even watching at 144p. That's impressive. Thank you very much. Keep up good work. Thank you, my man. I just put the random USA address into my Marvel Insider so I can get the rewards in the UK. I mean, that's fine. Maybe because I'm on a platform, that's the reason that I get banned each time. Because I would try and do it, but yeah. Rich, honestly, keep up the great work. I love watching your MCC-based content, basically because it's the only game I play. But I appreciate your work, effort, and put into your work. I'm always looking forward to your videos, and they are always on schedule. I even listen to them in the car while I'm driving to the office. Never miss one episode. I understand your concerns about the game and getting bored, but I believe you're doing the right thing. Once again, give up the goof work. I mean, it's good work. But hey, cheers, Domenico Datillo. That's a great name. If you are watching in the car, thank you very much for watching in the car. Create like a podcast, you know what I mean? So, Rich, hope all is well with you and your studio. Hey, cheers. Ballet Boy, thank you very much. And it's going quite well. There's a few tweaks I keep making. Like I kind of go like sound quality needs to change a little bit. Green screen needs to kind of change a bit. I'm still kind of unhappy with it, but it's just tweaks. Just finding about like 30 minutes to an hour just to tweak things, kind of improve the way that the lighting is configured, stuff. So yeah, Marvel Insider rewards are not as good as usual this month. Saving for next time around. Yeah, maybe look out for New York Comic Con. This era stuff and the 80s. 80th birthday, 80th anniversary. Hopefully that is going to give some decent things. I'd love to get the extra bonuses from Marvel Insider to help me prepare for Uncollected Push, but they won't release it for New Zealand anytime soon. Yeah, I think there's a few like countries, isn't it, that if you enter into that competition for Summoner Showdown, you aren't allowed to, and I don't know the full ins and outs of it, but I think it's kind of unfair, but I guess they've got regulations in different countries for different things. Insider used to give exclusive 2-star champs. I missed that. Yeah, I'm a collector of 2-star champs. I quite like them, just for the rarity. Now it's usually 2 to 4-star crystals or just one of the new 3 stars. I wouldn't call it much of an advantage, but it's technically a cheers to one of my members, Kaiser, for that one. And also he's one of the mods for live streams and as well the Discord. And yeah, that's a good point. It is very, very much tailored towards newer players, but if you want that kind of exclusivity of that 2-star, then it is kind of cool. I like Marvel Insider. I save my points to mainly get the new champions. That's cool. I don't know why Insider choose. Oh, it's Kabam, really, saying to like choose to not do it anymore, because that sucks. Here, Rich, a few suggestions. If you notice, please do think about it. Can you make a video on bleeders, heavy, medium, low, power control, best, medium, low, immunities? Immune's best, medium, low will be really good. I'm actually kind of putting together. I love that Spidey, especially the first jump and when you screamed. Damn funny. Hey, thanks for the support on the VR content, guys. Really appreciate people that are able to support this stuff. I've got the Spider-Man VR, not Spider-Man, the Marvel Powers United. I keep saying I'm going to work on it, but I've got family commitments, which is kind of coming in the way. I don't mind it. For the family commitments, it's just a case of any extra time, which is probably about, I'd say 20 hours that I would have been able to put into that game and then edit and kind of produce videos. It is not there. And again, no disrespect, because I like spending time with family. It's just I want to bring that stuff to light, and I will definitely do it, because I'm working flat out in September to cover the time that I'm in New York, and also I will be working in New York as well. So I will be making some videos. I want to make a big list video, or kind of a massive spreadsheet that allows players to kind of go, okay, so there's an immunity, or there's a hill block champions and then a long list of hill block champions. A kind of a checklist of sorts, where you're kind of going, okay, so I've got a problem. I'm going up against a hill blocker. They've got poison. Who's a good hill block champion that is also immune to poison? And have that list, something like that anyway. Yeah, loads of ideas. I'm going to just take a print screen of this screen just so I can save that for later, so I can then go back to this. But thank you, Necromancer, for the suggestions. How is Marvel Insider not fair? Is not unfair. The question is, how unfair is it? I collected enough points, clicked to get the reward, got blocked. Why didn't they block me before? That's a very good point. Same situation I'm in, and I don't know why. I think it's because I moaned, or not moaned, I put a slight complaint into Marvel Insider. They said, you're from the UK. And I was like, right, they've gone into my profile and seen I've put I'm from the UK. So that's the way that they kind of found out. So whether or not they kind of have that level of information on you, or they're able to kind of you know, find out. It's just that could be the way. It is unfair, but not any real advantage. It does feel that it's nice to have everybody included. I think that's the kind of the point there by Happy. Everyone included, but unfortunately, you know, unfortunately, it's not that much of a big advantage. It's kind of good for new people. Hey, Rich. Sorry to hear about the video. Always enjoyed the content. By the way, seen you using Raid Shadow Legends graphics in the intro. You're going to make any vids on that on the other channel maybe? Yeah, the plan is to do something with Raid Shadow Legends. I may be doing... I've got a promo coming out. So there's going to be an ad promo next week. I've had Marvel Insider for months and I've never gone to the US. However, I didn't get the free rewards like the likes of Profov posted the other day. There's no massive boost. Yeah, absolutely. Marvel Insider is totally unfair. Why should USA residents get all the free stuff? And yes, I am aware that you can join on VPN, but that is cheating. My personal moral code won't allow me to do that. Cheating is a slippery slope. Where do you draw the line? Do you say yourself, well, the game has been unfair, like the USA only rule. Therefore, okay, what do you use a mod? Cheating is cheating. Cheats will always have a way to justify and repeat. It's a slippery slope. Yeah. At the end of the day, I feel that a lot of people feel that it's not really so much of an unfair advantage for the point of what you get. It is advantageous for those that are starting off in the game, and obviously from a perspective, if you're an American citizen, it is easier to get this, which is good in some ways, but yeah, maybe it's a case you don't really care too much. For me, it's a lot trickier to get, and for a lot of people, it's a lot more trickier to get, especially being in having a channel that does cover Marvel stuff but isn't a US citizen. It is easy for me to get found out, and especially when as soon as you start complaining that you've not received certain things, you then get found out. So I think that's the kind of capital advice there. If you want to continue doing this, don't raise such a complaint, and maybe do some of those kind of free things like read the comic book and you get 300 points rather than the big hefty chunks that you'll be receiving from stuff like big codes from New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con, whatever is on at the time. And now let's do meme review. Meme review, people. We find the bug. We fix the bug. Now we have 2 bugs. Now we have 3 bugs. The HUD after blocking for 1.5 seconds. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's going. Why is Drax in it? Members of the Black Order exist. Kabam. Oh, you're a villain. Just not a hashtag villain. me when there's a beta. Let me in. Let me in! When you see a play-to-win YouTuber pull a bad champion. Oh boo-hoo! Let me press F on the world's smallest keyboard. So there we have it, guys. That has been Marvel Contest of Champions News Weekend. I've incorporated some of the memes that I did last week because I felt they were quite good. Some of this week haven't really been overly funny. Maybe to me, maybe they'd be funny to you guys. I put a link to the memes thread if you did want to check it out. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe for more, get involved as well, go to the comment section, get involved with the topic about rank down tickets, and I'll see you next week, or weekend, for the weekend edition. Bye bye for now.